Hello and welcome to the To Be Mindset. This video is for those of you who are just getting started with the To Be Mindset. And I wanted to show you, first of all, where you can access everything, tell you what you'll be getting in your kit when it arrives, and also some tips to get started and be most successful on this journey. But first of all, I wanted to say congratulations on starting this new adventure, this new journey. It's really exciting and really different from anything else that I have ever seen or done before. And I think you'll really enjoy it. And I can't wait for you to start digging in. So without any further ado, I want to show you where you can access your To Be Mindset videos, because that's where you're going to start. So I'll share my screen with you. Takes me 1 second. Share. Okay, so here we are. Oh, I can't see this because it's hidden. All right, here we are, and we're gonna to access our videos on our desktop. We're gonna go to beachbodyondemand.com. Did I spell it right? No. Okay. So we go to beachbodyondemand.com. Now, if you don't have Beachbody On Demand, everything might look locked, and that's okay. You want to go to the nutrition tab, and you also want to make sure that you are signed in. If you're not signed in, everything's going to be locked. So make sure you sign in. And if you have bought the To Be Mindset kit, then To Be Mindset should unlock for you, and you click on that. And this is where you'll find all your To Be Mindset digital content. The videos, this is an overview on the first page, so it talks a little bit about Alana. I think there's some results. Yeah, there's some results from other people down here. But you're really going to want to go to the videos. And this is where you want to start. So you're going to watch these two. It's nice. It shows you like the last video you watched right here. So the last one I watched was Almond Madness Shakeology, which sounded delicious. But you're going to start under here, get started, and you'll watch these two videos. And then once you've watched those two videos, then you're going to go into the Learn the To Be Mindset section, and you're going to start watching these videos. Now, my recommendation is don't watch them too fast. You can watch these two maybe at the same time. You can maybe watch the first two here, but my best recommendation is to watch one video each day and to really absorb the concepts and the things that she's teaching and think about how they apply to the way that you eat and start making adjustments and start tweaking things. So the second video here, when you get to the two bunnies, the two bunnies, since you don't know what they are yet, are really the core of the To Be Mindset program. Those two bunnies are what you want to follow. And everything else that kind of comes after, you'll see where she's teaching about the different types of food. You see these plate it guidelines. Everything else is tips and ways to make it easier, ways to help you be more successful, ways to help you lose weight faster, ways for you to just have more control over your food, a more positive mindset around your food, and to reach your goals easily without feeling like you're deprived or struggling. So everything else in here is tips. To Be Mindset is the two bunnies. So once you watch video 2, you know the concepts. Everything else is going to be tips and education to empower you to follow those two bunnies more easily, to have nutritious and delicious meals that taste good, that are filling, but that are, keep you moving down that path with the two bunnies. So the two bunnies, I'll give you a sneak peek here. They are water first, veggies most, use the scale, and track your food. And so those things are really the core components of the To Be Mindset, and that's what's going to help you be successful. There's a lot more information in here, and definitely watch all the videos. every single one. I recommend one a day. The longest one is this grocery store tour. Other than that, they're all pretty short. So maybe plan that for like a weekend or something when you have a little bit more time. But watch every single one of these videos. I also want you to watch all of the Ask Alana videos, because these are common struggles or areas where people get stuck. When the scale goes up, when you've fallen off, even though there's no such thing as falling off the 2B mindset, and that's exactly what she's going to tell you in this video. Everything from emotional eating, pregnancy, and then we have recipes. And I also highly recommend watching the recipe videos, because she's going to teach you cooking techniques that make it so incredibly simple and easy. The reason this program is so powerful is because it's like mind-blowingly simple. And she gives you so many tips to make healthy dinners when you're in a hurry. Super simple. This is one of my absolute favorites, the creamy cauliflower risotto with roasted chicken. It's amazing. It's super quick and easy. So watch all the recipes. Even if you don't like roasted chicken, these techniques that she's teaching in these videos will apply to other types of proteins and other types of meat. So don't skip them, even if it has something you think you won't like. There are tons of tips that she's sharing as she's cooking these meals. She literally cooks some of these meals like turkey, meatballs, and zoodle. Like, she literally cooks this meal in front of you in a 7-minute video. So it's that fast. So watch all the videos, and you're also going to start tracking. I recommend that you start tracking right after you watch the 2 bunnies video. Start using your tracker and start making sure that you're drinking enough water each day. And that's going to get you going, and you're going to start losing weight before you even finish all those videos. If you watch 1 video a day, you will be dropping weight before you even get all the way through them. If you start tracking and drinking water and using the scale after you watch the 2 bunnies video. Okay, that's how fast it can work. It will get easier if you watch all those videos though, so don't skip them. Those are all the videos. That is really the core piece. It's nutrition education. It's tips to make it easy and fit in your busy life. Let's see, resources here. So these are all the printed resources. You'll be getting the printed copies in your kit. The Getting Started guide, you'll get a printed copy of that, but you can also check out the PDF if you don't want to wait. The go-to guide is something you can carry with you to reference as you're going through your day, as you're getting used to eating this way. And you'll get a printed copy, but you can also print it out if you want. Tracker pages, you'll get your tracker, but you can also, if you run out, if you fill it up and you want to print off additional pages, you can do that. Food lists, again, all this will be in your printed materials. And meal planning tools, all these things are going to be in your printed materials, but you can print them out here if you prefer. And then the recipes, of course, you get the printed recipe book. Tons of great things in there, so don't skip that. Okay, so that is where you'll find all your 2B Mindset content. Now that is for, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here. That is for anyone who's using a desktop. If you're using a smartphone and you want to be able to access your content on your smartphone, there's 2 ways to do that. Actually, there's 3. You know, you have all the different types of phones and all the different operating systems. So the first way, if you have an iPhone, you can download the Nutrition Plus app. Let's see if you can see that. Let me turn this so you can see it. There we go. Okay, so it's that yellow app with the Beachbody logo, but it's called Nutrition Plus. So if you go to the App Store and you search Beachbody Nutrition Plus, that'll pop up. You download it. You can access all the videos and all of the recipes on there. And you can also track your water, your shake, your weight, and your food on there. But I will say that I actually really like the tracker book that comes with your kit better, especially when you're first getting started. Then the app might help you, might be fine, you know, a little later. But when you, let me find the page here. So when you track in here, you have more room for more detail, which is going to help you. You also track additional information that is not included in the app. So like sleep, I'm like reading backwards here. You're tracking your sleep, how much sleep you got, your water, your mindset. It's really powerful. Whether or not you had a bowel movement that day, because that matters. What you did for me time, if you did any exercise. Exercise is extra credit with this program. So you don't have to do it, but if you do, awesome. And then looking back, having a positive mindset. This is all about doing this in a very positive way. So we want to make sure we're having a positive mindset. And so at the bottom right there, you're going to write down why today was great. This doesn't have to take a lot of time. I know we're all busy, but like 4 to 6 minutes is how long this takes. So take the time. It's worth the time. It is worth that amount of time. We all can find 4 to 6 minutes, at the end of our day to just sit down and think about how the day went and what we might want to do differently the next day. I highly recommend that. It's going to be really powerful in helping you make progress in your journey. So that is the tracker. And that's the Nutrition Plus app. That is only for iPhones. So if you don't have an iPhone, hopefully they'll be coming out with it very soon for other operating systems. But in the meantime, you can also go to the Beachbody On Demand app. So that's the blue one that says BOD. And it's basically the mobile app version of the website that I just showed you. So you're going to log in, you're going to go to the nutrition tab, and you're going to look for 2B Mindset. And you want to make sure you're logged in, otherwise it's going to be locked. So that's 2 ways to check out your video. Sorry, I just got distracted because I'm looking at my phone. The other way to access the materials on your phone is just through your web browser. So if you have Safari, if you have Chrome, whatever it is, you can go to Beachbody On Demand and access the 2B Mindset program that way. So whichever way works best for you. If you don't, actually, this is almost a little bit better way to do it. It's a little clunky, but if you want to, you don't want to carry this book around, but you do want to track all these things, you can go on your phone to Beachbody On Demand, go into the 2B Mindset resources, and you can download the PDF tracker pages to your phone. And you can track it there if you prefer. I don't prefer to do it that way, but there are some people who do. So if you want to do that, I can help show you how to do that. But the book is by far my favorite way to do it. And the most powerful thing about the book is when you run into a plateau, when you are no longer like, you're like, why am I not getting results? You can look back. This is the whole reason we track. This is why tracking is so powerful and so important. You can look back and you can see, okay, well, what have I eaten the last week? We can get on a phone call. You can reach out to me and say, hey, can I schedule a tracker review? And I'll sit down and I'll have you send me pictures of this, and I'll sit down and we'll look at it and we'll figure out where you're stuck and how you can move forward. And that's why this tracker is so important. That's why tracking is one of the 2 bunnies. Okay. So what else? That's your tracker. That's where you access your materials, and that's your plan to get started. So next steps, even before your stuff, your kit comes in the mail, log on to 2B Mindset, to Beachbody On Demand, and start checking out those 2B Mindset videos. You can start tracking. You can start watching them whenever you want. You could start now and start tracking as soon as your book arrives. You could wait until everything gets here and start watching the videos then. It's totally up to you. But make sure you're logged on, make sure you know how to access them, and reach out to me if you have any problems. And then the other thing I wanted to announce is currently, right now, I am in the process of putting together a 30-day nutrition workshop to help you guys get started strong with this program. And it's going to be very simple. I want to make it very bare bones because really the focus needs to be in your first 30 days. The focus needs to be on watching the videos. But there's also a little more fun if you have a little more support and if we're doing it together. And I can give you some additional tips along the way and help you focus on the things that are really going to get you the results. So keep your eye out for that. I will be inviting you to that. If you're just watching this video and it's February 1st right now. So if you're watching this video a month from now, I'll probably include the link to that in the email with this video, and you can click on it and join that group. So keep an eye out for that. Ask me if you can't find it, if you want to join. So that's the 30-day nutrition workshop. We are also going to have a weekly team call that's going to be focused heavily on 2B mindset because so many people are using it. And so I will be teaching some tips and things that I learned in my 2B mindset certification training. And I'll also be available to answer any questions if you guys are struggling with anything. You can always, I hope you'll be able to join me on the call. They're on Tuesday nights at 7:30. But if you can't make it, you can send me the questions ahead of time and I will answer them on the video or on the call, and I will post the recording in our team page on Facebook. So you can listen to it later and get your questions answered. So those are all the tools and options you have available to you for support and getting started. And I can't wait to get going. The one tip, the one thing I want you to take away from this video is this is not like any diet that you've ever done where you need to gather all the information, design your meal plan, and you start on day one and you go and you're like, I'm never going to have this again. I'm never going to have that again. That is not what this is about. So don't feel like you need to know it all before you start. Start watching the videos, start implementing, start tweaking, start tracking. Again, the 2B mindset is water first, veggies most, use the scale and track it. Start doing those things and following all the tips, the plate it guide, all the stuff you're going to learn after that is just there to help you, and you don't have to do all of it. You take what you can implement and you implement it, and you take what is working for you and you use that. And then when you are stuck, then we'll find another tip that you can use to get to that next level. So I don't want you to feel like you're not cutting anything out. You still have the freedom to enjoy your life, and that is exactly what all these videos are going to do. They're going to teach you how to enjoy your life and still reach your goal weight and maintain your goal weight for life after that. And that to me is the critical piece. Is it's not a train you get on and you get off. It's knowledge that you have, and once you have it, you can't unlearn it. It's just whether or not you're being intentional in applying it to reach your goals, and that's what the tracker is all about. So don't be overwhelmed. Don't feel like you have to be perfect. There is no possible way to do this perfectly. It's impossible. There's so many tips, so many things that you'll learn about your own body on the way. So just take a deep breath, relax. This is going to be amazing. You're going to do awesome, and it's going to be easier than you think. Okay. So I can't wait to get started with you, and always feel free to reach out if you have any questions. So start logging in and start watching those videos. Have a great day.